Here's the lineup for your 2011 Pens Elite.
Number 1, Squishy Evans, St. Killian's Parish School.
Number 12, Maddox Pegley, Todd Wayne Elementary. Number 14, Grayson Baru, and I go to Elwood City School District.
Number 21, Ty Avoya, Fort Charlie Elementary. My number's 24. My name is Andrew Hazencoat, and I go to Mars Elementary. 28, Hunter Stillwagon, West Mifflin School District.
Number 34, Austin Tunick, Hayden Elementary.
47, Isaac Helsel, Knox School.
Number 58, Boyden Yolitz from McCormick Elementary.
Number 61, Ryan Moore, Hayden Elementary.
Number 63, Brody Straub, Avalon Elementary.
I'm number 83, Lucas Ashley, and I go to Mars Area School District.
Number 89, Philip Palladino, J.H. Brooks Elementary.
97, Nathan Goldberg, Penn Trafford.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Erie Bank Sports Park in Erie, Pennsylvania. For today's game between the Erie Lions and your Pittsburgh Pens Elite Team Nooch. As you can see, we're coming to you from behind the bars of the prison. No, I'm sorry, it's a black netting that comes to you here from Erie Bank Sports Park. And we will try to bring you the game. I believe we are on their Wi-Fi for the first time. Usually they're sticklers about giving that out. Erie breaks into the Penguins' end here. The defenseman still wagging back. I'm also calling the game without glasses as they keep fogging up. Shot sent wide, and then a goaltender Helsel. Collected by Ulowitz. Ulowitz up off the wall looking for Hasenkope. He'll get to it and able to exit the zone off the skate is Zachi. Sent back towards Straub. Straub plays it up for Hasenkope. Comes through to Erie. And they'll skate through center. Carrying it on the right-hand side. Shot from way outside, stopped by Helsel. Gathered by Ulowitz. Ulowitz hauled down on the play. We will get a call here. The Pens will go to the power play. But Hasenkope first with the chance. He's up the left. Cuts back in. Stillwagon steps into it. Gets it towards Hasenkope. It's collected by Erie. That whistle will bring the first Seven Fields Wealth Management power play of the day. A tripping call. And 27 for Erie heads to the sin bin. Center Goldberg with Baru and Avolia. Pegley and Kumnik. Your defense on the power play. Face-off won by Goldberg. It's up the left wing side. You will see the camera angle here. We're high above the glass. Or about, yeah, behind the black netting. It'll be difficult to bring you anything close along the boards. I'll try to do the best I can with the audio call. Goldberg wins the draw forward. Kumnik skates into it. He's up the right wing side, looking to center. Comes off of a defenseman in behind the net. Collected behind by Kumnik. He looks to center it. Cut off by the Erie Lions. This will be their mostly 2010s on this team, I believe. Pegley back to gather the puck. Carries it in behind his own net. Looks to reverse. Back towards Baru. He's able to get it there. Baru plays it up to the point. It's cut off by Erie. Shot from out top. Rebound there. Nice stop by Helsel. Paris stops by Helsel. And the Pens clear the rebound on the power play. Erie with some shorthanded chances here. Kumnick finds Avolia. He's up at center, one-on-one. Puck will be taken from him and sent back to center. Collected by Goldberg. Goldberg snaps it to Kumnick. Kumnick up to the left wing side for Avolia. He'll pressure the puck in the corner. Pens looking for a change behind the play. Worked around by the Erie Lions to the right wing side. Falling down is a Lion. Collecting the puck is Ulowitz. He's up the left wing side. Fires a backhander, cut off. And the Lions will look to break. Up off the boards to Baru. Baru sends it back in behind. Avolia gets the puck. He gets it to Zachi. His shot blocked. Erie doing a great job blocking shots here early. Behind the net it'll come, and out come the Lions. They're up the right. Stepping up, Ulowitz. Around him goes the Erie player, 2-on-1. Looks back door, finds him, and that shot sent just wide of the net. Rebound collected in by Zachi. He works it up to Hassenkope. Hassenkope up the left, carrying with speed. Gets his stick knocked out of his hands. He's able to kick it forward into the left wing corner. Throwing the stick out of the way, an Erie defenseman. Could have been a call for delay of game. Zachi follows on. Great puck support by the Pens. Works it to Stillwagon. Stillwagon shot on the ice. Blocked by a Lion and sent back the other direction. Defenseman Stillwagon cuts the play off again and gets it to Hassenkope. He's up the left side. 1-on-3 here. Skating into it now, Ulowitz. And the Lions will send it the whole way down the ice, and it'll be an ice baby, too cold. Offensive zone draw for the Pens. 8:23 to play in the first. 0-0 tie. Erie with a couple shots. The Pens with some pressure. Pretty even thus far. Erie doing a great job blocking shots in this one. We'll have Goldberg, Hassenkope, and Straub, Pegley, and Kumnick. Worked up and out of the zone by the Lions. I cannot get my glasses on. They just keep fogging up. Goldberg works it forward to Kumnick. He goes off the wall. He's cut off. And back come the Lions. They send it the whole way down. That would have been far enough for icing. No call, though. Hassenkope back to get it. He'll stop and start behind his net, reversing directions. Plays it back in dangerously to the middle, but it's taken by Pegley. Pegley falls, but Kumnick follows on. And Kumnick's got a 3-on-2 if he hurries. He's up the left. He's got Goldberg and Straub with him. Sends one in on Cage. Pens first shot, rebound out front. Goldberg battling along with Straub. Cleared out the center and unable to be kept by Ulowitz. Offside Pens. A nice scoring chance from Kumnick on the left. Came off the Erie goalie. Dropped down in front. Rebound was there. Pens unable to get to it. Zachi wins the draw to Baru. Pens doing a great job on faceoff this season. Stillwagon gets there. He's able to move it forward a little bit, but back come the Lions. Baru swooping in, takes control. He's knocked down at center. Following on, Ulowitz gets it to Zachi. Zachi plays it forward to Avolia. He's able to advance the puck further. It'll be Baru and Avolia in after it. It comes just up to the blue line, and we'll have an offside. Referee with masks on, having a little trouble getting the whistle. But the Pens were offsides at the blue line. Neutral zone draw for Zachi. Thanks for joining us again here from Erie Bank Sports Park. Another Pens Elite Team Nooch broadcast. The swirl of Cinnamon Swirl Productions. Back into the Pens end. Collected by Stillwagon. He advances it to Zachi. Zachi plays it forward for Baru. Baru pressures. His pressure forces the turnover to Avolia. The Pens are in on sides. A turnover at the blue line. And back come the Lions. Ulowitz will get there. And off an Erie player and just off sides. Looking through a black net and foggy glasses today. Goldberg, Hassenkope, Straub, Kumnick, and Pegley. Yesterday's game saw the Pens fall to the U12s 4-3. We had goals from Hassenkope, Goldberg, and Kumnick in that one. for your Team Nooch. A really good back and forth game. Really impressed with how the kids played yesterday. Kumnick to the puck behind the net. He gets great support from Pegley and Goldberg. But the Lions come away with it. Great puck pressure from Kumnick, works it to Goldberg, and out come the Pens. It's Goldberg on the right. He swoops around a defender. He's got Hassenkope in the middle, looks for him. It's off a defenseman in behind. Hassenkope will be there to get it. He's knocked over. Still working with his stick, though, as Goldberg comes in to support. Down goes an Erie player, backhander from Straub, unable to get through. It'll be Goldberg on the half wall. It's sent to Pegley. He's unable to keep it at the blue line, and the Pens will regroup. So D2D loses control for a second, and Erie works it into the Pens' end. Helsel puts it into a corner. Kumnick there. Spinning out of the check of the Pens player was a Lion, but it'll work free to Straub. Straub will clear it up for Hassenkope, and he's storming up ice around one, around two, pulls it to his backhand, and unable to tuck it in. A nice save. I'm not sure if they got a stick on it or if it came off the Erie player. And our stream seems to be very choppy right now. Let me go radio silent here for a second and see if I can get it back in line. I think that we're back on. Avolia coming out. It's telling me we're choppy. I see the choppiness sometimes, folks. We'll do the best we can to keep bringing it to you smooth and live here from Erie. Ulowitz dumps it into the corner. Taken and cleared up, but not out by Erie. Flipped back in towards Avolia. He battles for the puck. The Pens doing a great job keeping it in the Erie zone here. But Erie will gain center red. Still wagging there to play it up, and Zachi skates into it. Pens on the counterattack again. Zachi and Avolia. Zachi fires a laser just high and wide of the net. Another good scoring chance from the Pens. This clearing pass cut off by Baru. Sent in behind. Rebound in front. Just past Avolia. He's trying to tuck it in. It's loose in front. The Pens unable to bury it. We got a whistle. Are we calling it maybe a hand pass? I'm not sure what we're calling. There was a high stick earlier, but the rebound was cleared. So it wouldn't have been for that. I think maybe an inadvertent whistle. We'll give the Pens an offensive zone draw and a line change. Goldberg, Straub, and Hassenkope. Pegley and Kumnick. Pens are short a defenseman here, I believe. Palladino, unable to make the trip to Erie. Played up the right wing to Straub. Straub into the offensive zone. Centers it for Hassenkope. He challenges an Erie defender who sends it to the corner. Straub battles there. Played back to the point man, Pegley. Pegley sends it in on net off of a defender's skate into the corner for Hassenkope. Pens applying pressure here. Cleared up and out by the Erie Lions, taken by Kumnick. He spins at center, and Hassenkope, it's still in the zone, offsides. An offside play on the Pens, neutral zone draw just outside the Erie blue line. I think our streaming quality is back, folks. Hopefully you're getting good video and even better audio, let's be honest. All right, Pegley battles at center. He works it forward to Goldberg. Goldberg into the offensive zone. He's through a player, legitimately through a player. His shot deflected just wide by an Erie defenseman's stick. Hassenkope will go to battle there. Two players down in the corner. Cleared up to the point man. Pegley no further. His shot just to the left of the net. In after the rebound is Goldberg. Goldberg gets there. He turns it. Centers it for Straub. Just past him to Pegley. Pegley turns it back in on net. Off of a defender. Finds Goldberg. Goldberg's backhander. Cut off. Goldberg still battling in front. Finally collected and cleared down by Erie. Kumnick will be the first one there. He'll collect the puck and turn it the other way.
Stay on your side.
Pressure from Erie turns it over. Pegley there in support. Works it up for Straub. Back to Kumnick. Kumnick breaks it up the wall, off the wall, and into the neutral zone and sent in offsides. We'll have a face-off just outside the Penguins' blue line. With 2:05 to play in the period, a 0-0 game. Pretty even early. I feel like the Pens have had the better of the play for probably the last 4 to 5 minutes of period number 1. Helsel with a couple early saves. Zachy with the draw. The pass to Baru. He's up the left. Centering pass from Baru cut off by Erie, and they look to counterattack. The counterattack game has been their bread and butter here. Around the left, looking to shoot, rolls off the Lions stick. They regain, look to center, high slot area, bounces over an Erie Lions player's stick. Back to the point. That shot deflected by Ulowitz and kept out by Baru. Ulowitz runs the breakout looking for Avolia. That's cut off. Skating into it, Zachy though. Zachy down at the blue line. Loses a glove, loses a stick. It's a yard sale on the ice, folks. As Ulowitz comes out of the corner, he fires, and it just missed on the blocker side. Centering pass for Baru off the Erie Lion defender. They work it up to the point. It's to Zachy. He's got a shot. He sends one in. Fought off by the Lion goalie and held on to. Didn't realize he had it in the glove. A glove save there. He'll hold, and with 1:02 to play in period number 1, the Pens will be in the offensive zone yet again. We'll see Hassenkope, Goldberg, Straub up front for the Pens. Looks like your D pairs are going to be Stillwagon and Ulowitz, Pegley and Kumnick. Erie Lions getting their lineup set up. Goldberg sends it into the corner. Penguins, no pressure there, but they stopped at the point by Kumnick, and they work it back. He works it back to Goldberg. Goldberg to Straub. Strawberg back to Goldberg. His shot down low, just wide. Back come the Lions. A trip from behind here on Hassenkope. Challenging the puck, but he just hauled the player down. And that'll take us to a penalty kill. Well, they'll call interference on Hassenkope for hauling a kid down from behind. He kind of dove at his feet in the corner. You couldn't see it. He was behind the player trying to pressure the puck. He's in slight disagreement with the official. And we'll have a Penguins penalty kill. They'll keep Goldberg and Straub, Pegley and Kumnick on. They'll be your first PK for the Pens. 35 seconds in the period. We'll count the period clock down, and Erie hopefully will start on a power play. They will not. A face-off win back to the high slot, and that shot beats Helsel low to the stick side. Looked like it went through a screen. They put a guy up high in that top of the circle. They won the draw right to him, and he was able to just one-time it right past the stick side and give the Lions a 1-0 lead on the power play with 32 seconds to play. Did not take long on that first power play. A word of advice to the Pens would be to stay out of the box. Erie in 3-on-1. Around one, their shot fought off by Helsel. Rebound loose, cleared nicely by Avolia. Back to the point. Now Erie applying pressure. That shot, Helsel with the beaut of a save, folks. Let's show you that on replay. Shot from the point came right to an Erie player, and he gets a pad on it. Now one off the post, and Helsel gets there. Shot from the point off the post. Rebound sitting out front. We'll replay that one too. Helsel able to get back over. Couple gym dandies from Isaac Helsel. Zachy to take the draw. Won it back to the point again. His shot just wide. Wrapped around for Avolia. That horn will end the period. 1-0 Lions, a late power play goal with about 30 seconds left in the period. Give the Lions the lead as we go to the first intermission. Here's the lineup for your 2011 Pens Elite.
Number 1, Squishy Evans, St. Killian's Parish School.
Number 12, Maddox Pegley, Todd Wayne Elementary. Number 14, Grayson Baru, and I go to Elwood City School District.
Number 21, Ty Avoya, Fort Charlie Elementary. My number's 24. My name is Andrew Hazelcoat, and I go to Mars Elementary.
28, Hunter Stillwagon, West Mifflin School District.
Number 34, Austin Team Nooch, Hayden Elementary. 47, Isaac Helsel, Knox School.
Number 58, Boyden Yolitz from McCormick Elementary.
Number 61, Ryan Moore, Hayden Elementary.
Number 63, Brody Straub, Avalon Elementary.
I'm number 83, Lucas Ashley, and I go to Mars Area School District.
Number 89, Philip Palladino, J.H. Brooks Elementary.
97, Nathan Goldberg, Penn Trafford.
As we come back, you can see the last beautiful stop by Helsel. The Lions win the draw and take it into the Pens' end. There's 12 minutes on the clock. It's a 1-0 Erie lead, but the Pens are in 2-0. Goldberg and Hassenkope. He flips one right to Hassenkope just off his backhand. A beautiful pass there from Nate Goldberg for Hassenkope, and the Pens get the early chance. Back come the Lions up the left. His shot from way outside. Helsel directs to the corner. Ulowitz back to get it. He'll break it out for Straub. He plays it off the wall looking for Goldberg, cut off by Erie. Sent back in wide of Helsel. Collected by Erie, sent on a wraparound play behind. A centering pass cut off by Ulowitz. Great defense by the Pens right there. Those plays where you send it around the boards to somebody in behind often leave somebody open at the point. A challenge from Stillwagon, deflected just to the blue line, not out. Tie up by Ulowitz, comes to Straub. Straub's clearing attempt cut off, and the Lions keep the pressure on here early. About a minute into period number 2, finally Ulowitz clears the zone, and it's sent back in by Erie, collected by Straub, but Erie is a step offside, unable to clear the zone before they put it back in. With 10:47 to play in the second, we'll have a face-off outside of the Pens' blue line. We'll go to Zachi, Baru, and Avolia. Swapping your defense pairs. Kumnik and Pegley. Zachi wins the draw to Pegley. Pegley chips it up for Avolia. Avolia off his skate, skating up the right. One hand on his stick as he carries it into the Erie end, but that's poked off his stick and sent back by Erie. Sent cross-ice towards the Erie bench. It'll be collected by Pegley. Pegley will look to start the breakout up the wall, right to a Erie defender, kept in by the Lions. Second clearing attempt stopped. This one chipped out finally by Zachi, skating into it. Avolia, he's got a step, it's off his skate, kicks it forward. A back check from the Lions, beautiful back check, breaks the play up. Avolia gets back on the puck though in the corner, tries to center one. Erie clears it up, cut off by Baru. He'll peel off the wall. He'll fire one. That's deflected down into the feet. It's still loose. Out front. Tipped just wide by Avolia. Into the corner and wrapped around for Kumnik. Kumnik around an Erie player. Cuts into the middle. Comes around another one. His centering pass cut off. Cleared back up for Avolia. He'll keep it at the point. Sending it back for Zachi. Zachi's got a man back door. Sends it to him and just past the stick of Baru on the one-timer. Comes free to Pegley. His shot fought off by a defender. Comes to Kumnik. Kumnik will fire one. His shot deflected just high and wide. Pens applying some pressure here. 9:30 to play. Baru to the puck. He centers Zachi there. He'll turn and shoot off the goalie. Gathered and sent in behind by Erie as they look to break out. Pens with some great pressure and some nice scoring chances there. Erie up the left. Kumnick over to pressure, and the Lions are in offsides in the middle of the ice. Nine minutes to play. Face off outside of the Pens blue line. We'll have Stillwagon and Ulowitz on D. Goldberg, Hassenkope, and Straub, your forwards. Goldberg wins it forward. Taken by Erie. Chipped up off the wall. Stillwagon will get there. Turning a centering pass. The Lions, it comes free. Sent just wide of the stick side of Helsel. Collected behind by Goldberg. Goldberg swooping up through his own end. Able to clear the zone and carry it. Knocked down, following on Straub. He's unable to get control. Ulowitz will get there. He'll get possession off the wall, playing it into the Erie end nicely. Unable to carry it into the middle, but he'll continue to pressure. Flipped out towards the middle, and the Lions will clear. Back to Stillwagon. Stillwagon sends it in offsides, and wow, well, the center ice draw. 8:27 to play in the second period. 1-0 Erie Lions. Goldberg wins the draw towards Hassenkope. It's taken by an Erie player up the right side. Hassenkope on the back check in support of his defenseman. Pegley is able to carry it up into the Erie end. He pushes it into the middle and kind of stops. Straub and Goldberg pressure. It pops free to Pegley. His shot just tipped out of his reach by an Erie player. Hassenkope to the puck. He'll turn with it. Getting it to Goldberg. He chips it into the right. Carries around one. Looks to the center it. Cleared by an Erie defender to the corner. Goldberg battled there. Iced. And we'll have a body check in behind, and the Pens will head to the power play. We have a body check behind the Erie net. They'll call it a trip. And the Pens will head back to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Your power play unit, Zachi, Baru, and Ovolia. Ulowitz and Stillwagon on D. One to Baru. Baru up the left, kicking it forward into the Erie zone. Erie skates into it, gets possession, carries in behind. Around two players, looking for the breakout. It's off Ulowitz, hopping right back to the Erie players. He enters the zone shorthanded. Works it to the side, shot on Helsel. He makes the save and gets it right to Stillwagon. He's pressured but maintains possession nicely. Looking for Zachi at center. It goes past him and trickles all the way into the Erie end. Sent all the way back and skating into it, a Lion. His shot out front. Saved by Helsel and covered. Erie with some nice chances shorthanded here. Pens struggling to get control of the puck on the power play. And we will have a goalie change. We're going to have a goalie change. Squish will come in for Helsel. I guess they're going to split games up here in Erie. Hopefully he's stretched out, folks. The Squish tender in. Helsel out. Goldberg on the draw on the power play in his own end. Won it back to Kumnick. Kumnick will look to set up a breakout. He works it to Straub. Straub passes to Goldberg. Off his stick, and the Lions turn it the other way. It's former 66er elite Braden Canup with the puck. Kumnick comes away with it. He finds Straub. Straub finds Goldberg again. 2-on-1 on a power play for the Pens. Winding and firing up over the cage off the blocker. A shot from Goldberg. Just a rifle. Pops free, and it's around Pegley and up ice, cutting it off. Kumnick working it back to his partner, Pegley. Pegley loses a battle at center, and the Lions turn it the other way. Kumnick there, pushing it back to center to Hassenkope. He'll be 1-on-2. He's around one, making it 1-on-1. Moves around the second one. What a move. Looks to tuck it in, and it's off the post. Covered by the Erie goalie. 2 Penguins knocked to the ice in front. Hassencope, what a move around 2 Lions. Cutting to the middle, and then just got a hair too deep, banking it off the post. 18 seconds left on the power play, 6 minutes in the period. 1-0 Erie. Looks like Erie made a goalie change too, I believe. Maybe not. Nope, same kid. Worked up by Yulowitz into the Erie end. He's around one. He looks for Avolia back door. Cut off by the Lion D, sent behind. Avolia with the puck pressure. That pressure forces the turnover to Baru. Baru spins out of the corner. Collects the puck. Fires one off a defender. And Erie will look to counterattack. They're out of the sin bin. Sending it all the way down. It will be icing if it's far enough. And it is. A power play goal with 30 seconds left in period number 1. The difference in this game, right off the face-off in the Penguins' end. It is an even game, folks. This is exciting hockey. Hopefully you're enjoying it from home behind the cage that you're looking through, the black netting here at Erie Bank Sports Park Arena. Goldberg, Hassencope, and Straub, Kumnick, and Pegley. Puck comes free to Straub. He works it back to the middle. He carries into the corner. Spinning there. Pressured by 2 Lions. Goldberg and Hassencope in support. Goldberg pops it free to Hassencope. Great support by the Pens. Works free to Goldberg. He's unable to get a shot through. Back to the corner, Straub. He goes down but plays it deeper. Picked up by Erie. Pressure from Goldberg. Again, puck pressure, turnover. There's a theme there. Taking it from Goldberg as the Lions, and they'll look to come up. Unable to beat the Pens D, and Goldberg with the puck. Pops it back to Pegley. Pegley in the zone, but Straub offsides on the left. And the Pens will have a face-off just outside this Erie blue line. 4-4-4 on the clock. Watching the replay, it was just a tick offside, folks. Zachi, Avolia, and Baru. Yulowitz and Stillwagon on D. He pops free to Yulowitz. Yulowitz tosses it up into the Erie zone. They'll throw it right back out. Cut off by Yulowitz and right to Avolia. Avolia gets it knocked off his stick and back on the Lions. It'll be a 2-on-1. They're around him. It's a breakaway, and he lines one over the blocker side of the squish tender on a breakaway. Nothing your goalie could do about that one. A breakdown at center ice. Lets the Lions in on a breakaway. Stillwagon got there, but he just got by him and put it high blocker. And the Lions lead 2-0, 4:25. Goldberg wins it back to Yulowitz. Yulowitz pops it up for Hassencope. It's an even game, so the Pens just need scoring chances. They'll get one by. I've had a lot of rebound available. Stillwagon gets control. Turnover, though, right in front. Squish with 2 saves there. Battled for in behind. Coming out with it, Stillwagon. He loses control briefly. Worked for a shot in the high slot. Fought off by Squish. Yulowitz gets control. He goes around one. What a play, but it's tipped off of his stick at the last second. He'll play it in and reverse it behind. Coming around for Straub. Straub plays it up. Cut off by the Erie point man. He'll send it back in. Yulowitz cuts it off, and he'll break it out of the zone himself. Pressured from behind. Now in front as well. He's able to kick it forward into the Erie zone. They'll clear it up, but not down as Stillwagon's there. He'll play it to Goldberg. Goldberg right down the blue line. It's knocked off his stick, and back come the Lions. Pressure from Straub. Nice step up there by Brody Straub, and he'll end up with the puck. He carries and dumps it in. He did not gain the red line, so it'll be an ice. Ice, baby. Back to the Pens end we go. 3:11 to play. 2-0 Lions, second period. Zone draw for Pittsburgh. Face off one back to the Erie point, but it's picked off by Baru. And he's in on a break. Pressured from behind. Hooked. And he'll score anyway. That's right, folks. It's early in the morning, but hopefully you got your coolers out early. Put it on ice because it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Dig in that cooler and grab an ice cold Baru with the goal. It's 2-1 as the Penguins close the gap. Zachi wins it to Avolia. Let's hope this sparks this Pens team. When they get one, they'll usually get more. Breakout attempt by Kumnik. Played back to the point by Pegley, cut off there and sent into the corner. Getting back to it, centering pass by Erie. Pops free in front. Squish there to gobble it up. Makes the save and holds on. D-zone draw coming. Pens will get a line change. There's the play again. They win the draw back. One-time shot, glove hand side, pass squish. The Pens were fighting over who should be where on the face-off dot, and nobody covered the guy in the high slot. That's the second time they've done the exact same play. Goldberg wins the draw back to Ulowitz. Erie makes their lead 2 again. Ulowitz up through the neutral zone, sending it into the Erie corner. No pressure from the Pens. Now it'll be Straub. Not early enough, and out come the Lions. They'll get a step and a breakaway. In on Squish. Shot off the side of the net. In behind, Hassenkope just runs over a kid. And now we have a high stick and a slash. We've got a Hassenkope with a body check. And the retaliation from Erie. Looks like they're going to even it up here. So Hassenkope with a body check. The Erie player hit him with his stick. They'll call both of them. And we'll play some 5-on-5 hockey. They'll be allowed out probably at the end of the period. Goldberg to take the draw. Works it towards Baru. That shot again sent just wide of Squish. Played in behind by Erie, taken by Ulowitz. Ulowitz looks for Straub, cut off by Erie. Centering pass. Right there, nobody home. Only an Erie player there. Squish with a kick save. And the Pens will counter. Working it up into the Erie zone. It comes off of a Pens player onto the bench. Zachi to take the draw. Zachi wins it towards Goldberg. He's got Avolia with him. Played back for Kumnik. Kumnik off the wall to Goldberg. Goldberg possession coming down the blue line. Avolia in offsides. Pens will have to regroup. They do, and Goldberg sends it into the corner. Puck pressure coming from Avolia. His pressure forces it off of Goldberg right to Pegley. Pegley plays it back into the corner for Avolia. He'll tip it forward. He'll go down on the play, but Goldberg follows on. Good puck support from Goldberg again. He comes out in front and flicks one just over the glove hand side, over the crossbar. Clearing attempt by Erie, cut off by Zachi, sent into the middle. There's Avolia, and a body check in front. Are we going to get a call there? Avolia going for a rebound, decked in front. Zachi to take the draw. One back by Erie. Erie will take it and look to break out. No pressure from the Pens, and they're able to get out through center. The Pens defense will cut it off. Stillwagon and Ulowitz back there. Ulowitz will spin it up just past the reach of Straub, and back come the Lions. Tipped into the Pens end. Around one, sending a backhander off Stillwagon into the corner. Ulowitz back to get it. Played up to the point. Wide open at the point. They'll fire one. It'll get deflected just wide of Squish. Ulowitz wraps it around for Baru, and he'll look to break out. He's your goal scorer for the Pens. He's up into center ice, and he'll carry through center. Offside, Straub on the right. Just a step early, folks. He held the line, and just before it crossed, he stepped in. So with 7 seconds left in the period, neutral zone draw. Goldberg wins it forward into the Erie end. They play it back to center. That'll end the period. 3-1 Lions after 2. And we are back here at Erie Bank Sports Park for period number 3. We'll toss 12 minutes on the clock. Erie leads 3-1 over Team Nooch. Erie in their white jerseys, looking a little like the Flyers with orange shoulders, an orange logo, an orange Erie Lions logo on the front, black pants with white socks, orange and black striping. The Pens Baru into the offensive zone. He's around 1. He's around 2. He's knocked down. There will be a call, and the Pens will head to the power play. Your Penguins in black with the gold Penguin logo on the chest, gold stripes, black pants with gold stripes, black socks, gold stripes, and those iconic gold Pens Elite helmets. We'll head to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Your power play unit, Haas and Cope, Zachi and Baru, Pegley and Kumnik. Baru, your goal scorer in this one. Zachi wins it for Haas and Cope. His shot from the side, deflected, sitting out front, looking to clear, cut off by Pegley. Pegley's shot from the point, through a screen, in on net and gobbled up. A nice save and cover by the Erie goalie. Welcome here, a bit of a recap. 3-1 Lions. They scored first. The Pens tied it. The Lions with 2 goals late in the second have the 3-1 lead. 1 on a breakaway, 2 on a... There's a play! Hassencope finds Baru backdoor, and it's time to head to your cooler again. About 15 minutes later, so it's 5:15 somewhere. Crack another ice cold Baru with the goal. And the Pens close it to 3-1, or 3-2. Actually, I guess Erie had a 2-0 lead. The Pens haven't been tied in this since it was 0-0. Looking at my notes. 2 goals off the same face-off play for Erie as well. So again, anybody's game. The Pens within 1. Cleared all the way down by Erie off the stick of Ulowitz. Still wagging in to get it. Puck in the corner. Worked out in front. Ulowitz gets to it there. His clearing attempt fails. It trickles in on Squish, and he'll get a cover and a D-zone draw. What a pass that was by Hassencope. I wasn't able to get to the replay button in time, but feeding it from the right wall all the way across, hitting Baru, who connects on the one-timer and just blasted it by the goalie. Here's that face-off play yet again, this one off the post. Erie trying to generate a 3rd goal off the same play. Pens need to get somebody out to that guy on the draw. The Pens will work it into the Erie end. We got a player trying to throw a punch at center. Collected by Kumnik, sent in offsides by the Pens. Pens with a player still in the zone. Hadn't cleared yet. 10:41 in the period. They've made it 3-2. Work to the corner or work to the side to Straub. He'll send it in. Played cross ice and skating into it the Lions. They're onsides into the right. Kumnik cuts the play off, plays it off the wall, collects it, and he's up through center. If he goes, he's got a 3-on-1, and he does. He looks to go around one. He's tripped up, gathers the puck, sends it back in front. That's cut off by a defender and into the corner. We will have another penalty, and it'll be back to the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play on a tripperoo. So 8's got a couple goals and a couple penalties here. Pens power play. Oh, 87, not 8. Pens will have a power play, 10:17 in the period, trailing 3-2. It'll be Zachi, Hassencope, and Baru. Baru with a pair of tallies. Erie works it up through center, and they're by. They're on the shorthanded break. Ulowitz is back. He's defending. Hassencope with a great back check comes away with the puck. Ulowitz able to slow him down. Hassencope back checking. That's the way they drew it up, folks. Hassencope looks to exit his zone. He's cut off. Ulowitz will battle there. Puck in the Penguins circle. Finally, it'll be dug out by Stillwagon. He works at the Ulowitz. He'll skate with it. 3-on-2 for the Pens. There, he's up into the offensive zone. The Pens stay on sides this time. Flicked towards the net by Ulowitz. Deflected into the corner. Battled with him behind, and Erie will come out with it. They'll look to pass it up. It's off of a Penguin. Puck is at center. Stillwagon able to clear it into the corner. Now it's behind. Stillwagon follows on, gets it to Ulowitz. Ulowitz turns. Picked off. Whistle. Cross check. Who's headed to the box this time? I'm not sure. Probably a Lion. If they had the puck, it is. So, folks, Thanksgiving weekend. Face off outside the pen zone, a 5-on-3 power play, and that means there is a turkey on the table, folks. Pens with a chance to try to tie this one. Goldberg, Straub, and Avolia, Pegley, and Kumnick. Face off won by Goldberg, back to Kumnick, and he'll take it with speed up the right. He's around one, carries in, chipped off his stick into the corner. He stays with it, looks to center, sent back around to the opposite corner. Kumnick back into that corner to get it. Turns with it. Pressured from Erie. He possesses on the side, comes out into the middle, looks for Goldberg, broken up by an Erie defender. Back come the Lions. They get it out, but no further than Pegley at the point. He'll send one in. His shot deflected just wide. Kumnick in after it. Kumnick in the corner. Straube in to help. Pushed from behind. Kumnick still with the puck. Works it to Straub. Straub looks to back to Kumnick. Kumnick in behind. It's back for Straub. Back for Kumnick. Cut off by Erie. Battle in behind. 5 seconds left on the first penalty. And it'll be a 5-on-4 here soon. But Goldberg with the puck. Works it to Ulowitz. Ulowitz a give and go with Goldberg. Great play there. His shot finds the net on the Seven Fields Wealth Management power play. Up low to high play to the point man, and Ulowitz and Goldberg run the give and go. Try to get it on the replay. We do get it on the replay. A give and go. Erie arguing something. A give and go on the power play. Ulowitz and Goldberg. Goldberg worked it back to the point. The point man worked it to Goldberg. It might have been deflected in, it looks like. I think that's Erie's complaint. They think it was played with a high stick. The referee does not call that, and with 8:10 to play, we have a tie game. Face off one to Stillwagon. He works it to Baru. He's cut off, and back come the Lions. Work back up for Baru. 2-on-1 for the Pens. Baru's in with Zachi. He's also got Hassenkope. His shot blocked. Comes free to Hassenkope. What a save by the Erie goalie. And we may have an injury. Nope, he's up. .750, third period. Offensive zone face-off for the Pens. They've tied the game at 3. First tie game since it was 0-0. Zachi looks to win it. Won by Erie. And out they come. They work it up the left wing side, cut off by Ulowitz, but moved forward by the Lions. They're into the zone. A slap shot stopped by Squish and covered. Pens will have a D-zone draw now. 7:37 to play. The Pens need to watch the face-off play. Somebody needs to get to this player in the high slot. Face-off won by Goldberg. To Kumnick for Straub. Straub plays it further. Cut off by the point man. His shot deflected wide to Squish. Into the corner, Pegley to get it. He'll play it around. Look to go around one. It's cut off. Centering pass coming. Knocked down in front. Comes free. Squish sliding over to get the rebound. Save. Sent back in front. Cleared but not out. And finally it'll be Kumnick skating into it. He's got a volley and he finds him. It's just off his stick and comes down. That should not be icing if he came out to play it. But it will be, and back into the Pens end it goes. Defensive zone draw for the Pens Elite. Be ready, Squeeze. You got this. D-zone draw again for Goldberg. Goldberg wins the draw. Work back to the point. Looking to shoot. It's off of a Penguin defender. And right to Pegley. Pegley plays it up. He looks for Avolia. He's in after it. No icing as they get to it on the left wing side. Works it into the corner. Bodied there. Goldberg follows on another great support play by Goldberg. Playing it back to Pegley. Pegley works it in behind. Played with a high stick, but Erie gets there, and they'll come the other way. No high stick call as they're back up ice. 4-on-2. Played up to the blue line, stays onside. Stick of Kumnick gets there. Erie in the high slot, turning one. Squish with the save. Sending it into the corner. Work back to the point. Cut off by Goldberg, and he'll come the other way. Goldberg and Avolia into the offensive zone. Goldberg around one. Avolia there for the rebound. What a save! What a diving stop! Beautiful save by the Erie goalie. Hassencope has it though, and the Pens still have it in dangerous situation. He's around one. He looks to center it. Backhander goes just high and wide. Avolia into pressure, and the Lions will take the heat out of a hot kitchen here, but Avolia will pickpocket him. Lined up and sent to the point. Ulowitz sends it back towards the net. Just past the stick of Hassencope to Ulowitz again. He'll fire 2 times off of a defender. Erie looks to break, but Pegley's there. Pegley tosses it up. Ulowitz again. He'll enter the zone this time. It's knocked off his stick, and Erie's got a 3-on-1. Still wagging back. Carrot around one, in on Squish. It pops through, and he gets control. It's under the Squish tender. Great support from the defense there as that one popped through. They looked to clear it, and the Erie player shoved it right back into Squish, who was out of the net on the side. Found him, and with 5:16 to play, we'll have a defensive zone draw. They try to win the same play. This time the Pens break it up. It's Baru getting in the way. Hassencope gets there. Going down, Zachi following on Stillwagon. He's able to clear the zone and work it to Baru. Stillwagon will get to it again, sending it up for Baru. The Pens will have a 2-on-1 again. He's in the right. He fires from the outside into the glove. And with 4:54 to play, streaming issues. See what we got going on, folks. I'm doing the best to bring it to you. Played around by Erie into the corner. Pressure coming from Zachi. He'll get to the puck. Erie lying down, looks to advance it, but it's cut off by Zachi. Zachi plays it nicely to Baru. Baru's shot from outside, off of 2 players. Bouncing around and cleared by Erie. They've got a guy skating onto it. Will it be far enough for icing? It will. Just over the line, and will come the whole way back, folks. Just getting over the line. 4:30 to play in the period. Offensive zone draw. Goldberg, Straub, and Avolia. Pegley and Kumnick. I believe Goldberg with the goal, but it may have been deflected. The third one to tie it. Face-off won by Erie, played back into their corner. Goldberg with the pressure comes off of Avolia and out the center. Kumnick with the puck. He'll carry it up the right side. He works it further on. Straub covering the defenseman. Kumnick in behind. He stops and starts, looks in front, looks to get a shot off. And it's cleared up and just past the stick of Straub, collected by Pegley. Pegley reverses side nicely to Avolia, and he's in. He goes around one, works it to Goldberg. His shot off the blocker. Played with the high stick of Avolia, and it'll come all the way into the Pens' end. Pens got to keep their sticks down. Just let it come the whole way down. 3:50 to play, 3-3 tie. Zachi, Ulowitz, Stillwagon, Hassencope, and Baru. Erie's gotten 2 goals off this face-off play. This time they play it forward into the corner. Stillwagon will battle there. He's a battler. But Erie will come out with it. In behind. Carrying it. Rolling off of his stick. Collecting it back in is an Erie Lion. His shot. Fought off and governed by Squish off of a deflection. He's able to get on top of it. Zachy to take the draw again. Zachy wins it into the Pens corner. Ulowitz plays it back for Stillwagon. He'll play it around for Hassenkope. Hassenkope will chip it up off the boards and get it to Zachy. Zachy will clear it up for Baru. Baru looks to get it deep into the Erie zone, but it's cut off. It'll be followed on by Hassenkope, and the Pens are in on sides, but it pops back to center. Ulowitz there. Gets it to Baru. Baru gets it in, and Zachy will go in for pressure. Zachy and Hassenkope on the pressure here. Penguin player knocked down along the side of the net. He'll try to have a conversation with the official. That doesn't go his way, and back on the Lions. He's around 1, and it's a 3-on-1. Fed backdoor off the backhand, cut off by Hassenkope. Followed on by Baru, but he overskates. Gathered by Erie. Their shot blocked by Stillwagon. That had to hurt. In the corner, Ulowitz will battle. He works it around. There's Braden Knupp there. He tries to tuck it in. Squishes pad in the way. Cleared up for Hassenkope. Played back into the behind the net for Erie. Zachy there. He looks to clear it. Comes out in front. Squish with 1 save, and it's cleared by Ulowitz. Ulowitz carries it up ice. Avolia behind the D, but not out of the way of the D. This time, a feed from Ulowitz finds Avolia, and he smokes it. A twisted wrister. A beautiful feed. Ulowitz was able to draw the entire Erie. All 3 defenders followed him, and he feathers one over for Ty Avolia, who makes no doubt about it and beats the goalie to the glove hand side. And I forgot the replay again. You'll have to click back a couple times on your screen to see it. What a play. What a passing play by the Pens. 4-3 lead. Goldberg pushes it forward. Trying for Avolia. Goldberg will follow on. He'll spin up on the half wall. Working it back to the middle. Cut off by Erie. Played back out to Kumnick. Kumnick at center. Tied up with an Erie player, and it'll be Goldberg coming on. Goldberg around 1. Goldberg pressured. He looks to center. Nobody home. It's all the way to Pegley. In behind is Goldberg down. With 1:35, we have a whistle. Pens have possession at the point, so they call it as Goldberg went into the wall hard. This point in time, we want to again thank Zach Pegley for working the camera for everybody at home. From behind the mesh netting here in Erie Bank Sports Park, a quick reset. Pens lead 4-3. I believe the goals are 2 for Baru, 1 for Goldberg, but that might have been deflected. And then an additional goal, the current go-ahead goal from Avolia on the feed from Ulowitz. Goldberg is up, but he's looking like he needs some assistance. Let's hope he is okay. He's needing assistance off the ice. Looks like he's not putting weight on his right leg, so we're going to hope that everything is okay for him. Goldberg will make his way to the penalty box. They do have medical team here at Erie Sports, so he'll get looked at. We'll have a neutral zone face-off. It'll be Zachi, Hassenkope, and Straub. Pegley and Kumnick, the 5 for the Pens. They've got a 4-3 lead, minute 35 to play. Zachi wins it to Straub. Straub plays it into the offensive zone. Erie with it there. They look to break out. They send it all the way up ice. It'll be Kumnick getting it at his own blue line. He turns out, plays it off the wall to Straub. Straub looks to get it deep. Plays it to an Erie defender. They look to break out. It's off Zachi, but it comes through to Erie. And the Pens able to gain control. It's Pegley in his own end, up for Hassenkope, off the wall, and up ice goes Hassenkope. He's cut off by an Erie player, net empty at the other end. Around 1, so 6-on-5. Around 2, Strawby's stick in the way. Kumnick gets the puck. He's out over the blue line and up through center. He works it over to Zachi. Erie able to get control and work it back up. We got an Erie player now down at the just outside the Pens blue line. I believe it's Braden Knupp down again. Braden Knupp, a former 66er elite, played with a number of these kids when he was in Pittsburgh. It's good to see him again. Let's hope he is okay. He will be able to get up. He looks to be ginger with the left leg as well. Let's certainly hope he is okay. We will have a face-off outside of the Penguin blue line. Pens will be able to get a line change here. It'll be Avolia, Hassenkope, Baru, Yolowitz, and Stillwagon. They'll see it when they go to shoot. And that empty on the left. I hate that. Yulowitz gets it to Avolia. Avolia chips it up for Hassenkope. Avolia back to it for Baru. He's unable to gain the Erie zone. There's Avolia. Hassenkope gets to it. He goes around to the right. He'll gain the Erie zone. And what is that crap? We have a horn in the middle of the game with the Pens with an open net to shoot at. That was the end of the game, folks. We thought there's 25 seconds left. There's not. The Pens win 4-3. That horn indicated the end of the game. And their clock automatically sets to the rink time. And so with that,
good job, boys.
Nope. And so a little conversation at center. So come back again. We'll be back here at 2 o'clock, I believe. 2 or 2. Hold on. It is 2 o'clock this afternoon back from Erie Bank Sports Park. We'll bring you the second game of the doubleheader here. Hope to see you then. Thanks for joining us.